a lot of that today. I am experiencing anxiety. Haven't had to experience it for a while, and it feels now it's like feeling self-inflicted because I chose to make a change in medicine, which is, I, as a matter of fact, excuse me a second, can't pause it. Make sure I take that medicine, a little extra. I'll tell you, I'm not saying I'm managing my own meds. Calm down, but I went from this dose I've been on for a long time of anxiety. It's not anxiety like benzos, like it's not like a Xanax or something. It's a medication that's used for typically seizures, but then there's always other, they call them off-label prescription. Anyway, I I found out that it may cause dementia later on, and I don't want to burden my kids with that, but you know what? They're gonna get burdened because I'm not living 30 years feeling this anxious. Sorry. I said there's nice people that work in memory care units. I know one. My dear friend Dorinda works in one, so I'll be all right, and I won't know anyway. All right, anyway. So the beauty of it is that God always hits me with like just little, what my pastor calls God sightings. So for instance, I was studying this morning, and I'm doing a Lent study from Daily Grace Company, and I'm doing a prayer calendar, a year. So I changed my format basically for my morning devotion and study time. And typically I always hit this one. I use this. I put my scripture memorization, just one scripture per month. I'm, trying to memorize. And then my other one from my friend Selena. Anyway, I did not do those this morning. So I was like, oh, I'll read one of these before, when I do this video. So I open it up and it says, much comfort, which is like all I need right now is comfort. And I want to thank you guys too for encouragement as well. Dana Yates, who I adore, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think that woman is so funny, and that is like coming from me, that's the highest compliment you could get. because without humor we can't get through this world. But anyway, she had mentioned, oh, it was nice to see me posting, and it's like because I haven't been posting, and some of it has been that I haven't been posting because I'm busy with my mom and different things and lots of stuff going on. But this last week per se, I had planned on going live. I wanted to give out some giveaways and all that. And the anxiety just started to rise to where, like yesterday I came home and my stomach was a mess. So, and that was only after I ran 2 quick errands. So anyway, we're going to go into much comfort. This is from the Be Still and Know. Anyway, I appreciate all your prayers. And I do know that when I'm feeling anxious, the best thing I can do is pray for other people. I always overcommit. I don't always. Sometimes I overcommit myself because I feel good, and then I think I'm always going to feel that good as I feel that day. And I don't mean like euphoria, like mania. I mean like just a regular, typical, I feel okay today, feeling pretty good. So I'll say, like, I called my neighbor, and on Monday, I was like, oh, I'm going to come over and see you. And then like this week, I was just so anxious, I can't get over there. And she's not somebody that can understand that, but she can understand a stomach ache. And when I say that, she's just not like, mental health is not part of her generation. She's super old. Anyway, but then I lay around with the guilt of it. And the only thing that seems to make me feel better right now is to crochet, which I've totally screwed up this blanket. The ends of it are like, and I'm probably just going to undo the whole thing and have a massive bunch of string. But the process of crocheting it has been so peaceful and relaxing. And I lay in my bed, have the crochet, have my dog, and I started binge. And don't ask me why this calms me. I started binge watching Law and Order. I had never watched any of them. SVU. So I'm still on season 1, but I'm on episode 10. Anyway, all right, let's move on to it. Much comfort. 2 Corinthians 1:5 from the NCV. And I don't know what NCV, I don't know that version. And I can read better with my glasses off. We share in the many sufferings of Christ. In the same way, much comfort comes to us through Christ. Life is full of beauty and hope and promise, but life also carries with it ugliness, pain, and disappointment. If you haven't suffered, you haven't lived. It's just the way of things. You can put on the bravest of faces and walk straight through the pain, but the reality is that even the strongest need a place to let down their guard, to cry, to hurt, to feel, and to be comforted. Our God isn't lofty or distant from us. He lived life as we do on this earth, and he felt the same pain. There's no better comforter than someone who has been exactly where you are. Amen. Enduring the same suffering. Christ is our comfort. When we have trouble and sorrow, he is our consolation. He brings us to himself and he holds us. He hears us. Pour your heart out to him, your joys and your sorrows. Lord Jesus, we know that when we run to you in our suffering, your comfort will go far further and heal us faster than any other comforter. We need you to be our safe place. When we are hurting, remind us to run to you first before we go to anyone or anything else. Amen. And I have to say I have been doing that, and I believe that's why I have been able to see a decrease in my anxiety as the days have passed over the last couple of days. So I have a cup of tea. This is when my son was still cute. He got me that. Now he's just a teenager with a foul mouth that I keep hearing him. I'm like, stop cursing. Where did you even, oh, please. And then I'm like, I'm like, oh, I wonder where he heard it. All right, here, so we have an American, let's get to the crafty part of things. We have here an American Crafts. I'm kind of getting warm. We have here an American Crafts vault sale box, and this will be the last haul of craft things. Now hold on, people. Just Angie Brown, get your pants on, because Angie texted me yesterday that there's no way I'm going to be able to do a no-buy craft. I was like, thanks for the encouragement, Ange. But that I didn't say I wasn't going to get things for my house or clothing or whatever. So I am still going to buy stuff, just not craft supplies. So, all right, we got the brown paper on top. I'm going to be just making a big pile of garbage out there. A couple of these, hold on, plasticky things. Get them out of the way. All right, so, and I have a pair of scissors on the ready. These are really nice. I forget where I got these. They're Westcott, so they probably were Dollar Tree. But I don't know, but they have this gel. It's so comfortable on your hands. All right, so I just see all goodness from here. Just this definitely brings my anxiety down. All right, here we go. Now, I spoke yesterday, if you watched yesterday's video, and if you did, thank God bless you. I was a hot mess. I had it all over. I had thought it was live. I mean, I thought it was not live, but it was live, but then it had chat, but then it didn't have chat. I'm just not practiced. Anyway, I am going to, my intention is, I'm going to start saying my intention instead of what I'm going to do, because sometimes I'm going to do a lot of things that don't get done. My intention, since I gave Romeo a bunch of beautiful seeds for beautiful plants for me to eat, or for everybody to eat, but you know, is to make a garden journal. And so I found this die set from Pebbles with a little, of course, then the strawberry for my little, if I ever make that strawberry journal, who knows. And I did get a bunch of these little, I'm really finding that I'm in love with the small, I bought the set, pretty much I think about the whole set of the archival mini inks, and they're just so much easier to use, really, I find, and they take up less space. So I found, I didn't get all of the, I don't think I got all of them, but I got quite a few of the American Craft ones. And I wanted some that weren't distressed. I'd have a lot of distress. So these are just regular, I think just right. What are they? Does it say on here? It has the word tampons. I think that's a French for something. Anyway, you guys who know what you're talking about with ink, there you go. You know what it is. If you know, you know, and I don't. All right, this is a really skinny palette knife by Vicki Boutin, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a jelly, like it moves, like it's bendable, but I'm not sure. Anyways, it's just a small one. I love Vicki Boutin. She's probably, I would say if I had to pick one of the scrapbook artists who creates all that stuff, it's tight. I love Paige Evans too, but I really, really love her stuff. She's probably my #1 favorite. All right, so you're gonna see a bunch of her stuff. So this one is from American Crafts. How cute is this? I got this for 2 specific reasons. It's a stamp set, and it says meh. And then it also has the cloud with the lightning, which I always find like there's not enough, if I want to do it a daily journal, like the weather, I always see a lot of sunshine, but not enough clouds, which is weird. Not today, ugh, no, a lemon. It's called whatevs. Anyway, the meh part, gosh, many years ago now. I mean, I'm talking like when apps first came out. I mean, it's so long ago that I think Romeo still had his iPhone, which he only ever owned the iPhone 4. So we were doing this like meditation every morning together before he would go to work. This is when I was just not working, or I would go into my programs. And when I say programs, people, it's for mental health. I want to make sure that I cover, I don't just make assumptions that everybody who's watching has been watching for a while and they know what I'm talking about. It really irks me. I was watching this channel the other day and the lady's like talking about all this stuff. I'm like, lady, if I want to watch your channel, but you're not, I don't know who those people are you're talking about. And I don't even know what this material you're like, really. I mean, I don't want to have to ask questions. You know, just those of us who've been around don't mind hearing you re-explain it, because we know you're doing it as a courtesy for the newer people. I don't know why you guys listen to me. Tell me to shut up. Anyway, so you could pick at the end, you could pick your emotion, like how you feel for the day, and it had a whole range of things. But one of the choices, and we'd never heard of it before, was meh. Well, we did it for a whole, I'm not kidding you people, 30 days straight. We were really good about it. And we were really, you know, disciplined. And at the end of the 30 days, they would tell you like how they did like a bar graph or so, like I think a pie chart of what everything was. And Romeo put meh for his feeling 100% of the days. He goes, I don't think this thing is working. Because mine was like, oh, I'm feeling better today after like 30 days. I'm like, all right, I got real into the shaker cards, okay? I even bought the fuse tool, which hasn't been used yet, but Dorinda used it 5 times. And you know what, Dorinda? It paid for itself in my book. Today, there's nobody on in the afternoon. Dorinda has 2 videos I have on my to-watch list. I'm going to be doing this video. Then I'm going to go into because I'm in my bedroom. This is actually my little Bible study area. I could show you around if you're interested. So I have my little Bible study cart back there. This is my little table. And I have this is what I'm currently using for Bible study. I'm not sure if I'm keeping that there, but I do love this little move around thing. Got that guy thing. And then I have a sign up here that I got from Temu that I like. Where is it? I can't put that, but I'm going to put something here. And this is my lamp that I got from Amazon that I love for here. I don't know if it's okay, if it's bothering you guys, but for studying the Bible, it's great. And then I guess, so I'm in between 2 beautiful windows. And then I have more stuff on the floor for Bible study. No, that's my budget stuff. That's budget. And then over here, this is all the Bible study stuff I took out of the library. But I got one of my carts. This cart is a craft cart. But what I'm doing is I'm putting like whatever's coming up next is up here, which is going to be St. Patty's Day. And then I have other things to go through. So taking that out of my craft room and putting it next to me has been really, really good, because I'm being a lot more mindful. Like my planner stuff is up here. I need that. So I'm going to pretty much start to transition into using this cart for planning. Cricket, my Cricket's over there on top of, this is supposed to be a bedroom that my man is in. Absolutely, he is not here. I have kicked him out completely. I put the Cricket up there. So I'm going to be doing Cricket in here. I'm going to be doing Bible study in here. Obviously, I'm already doing that. I may start doing some scrapbooking in here too. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Anyway, back to this. These are the Shaker B. Valent. I don't know her, but I do like her. So these are the shakers. And then, oh, people, I've got a couple of these now. I actually picked up an order from Michael's. I bought this before. If you guys want, let me know. I'll do another haul video for my Michael's haul. And I have probably a bunch of Dollar Tree hauls. It's kind of mixed in now. And I have Becca and Dana's stuff that I bought at their sales, but honestly, I started using it, so it's like I started picking through, and so I kind of made a mess out of that. Anyway, this one's really cool. It's one of the pickup sticks, and look, it's the We Are Memory Keepers, but it's like sparkly in there, so I'm psyched about that, because the one I bought was not working that great. All right, and then here's another little cute. I love these little stamp sets, because also I can keep some of those. Like I could keep a drawer with some of these in it, because I have like over here I have a couple of Bible journaling specific stamps. This one I loved. I got it, of course, because it says "Enjoy the Ride" mixtape. This is the life. Because of course, when I met Romeo, CDs were still a thing, and I made him a mix CD, and I found it. I have it. Oh, and this is the Halloween bundle. Nice, right? Of those. And oh lordy, this is great. Look at this. I don't know what is that for? All right, this says Bo Bunny. I gotta take this off, I can see. rhinestone set. And then I don't know if you people know. I mean, I get that it has tweezers, but what in the world is that pencil for? Speaking of pencils, I have a hand littering class that I bought. I'm not going to go to it live. I decided because this is really kind of lame of me, but I don't really want to hear the lady yammer on and try to sell me more stuff. I just want to be able to fast forward through the recording and just do the actual hand lettering project. So the videos are being posted on Facebook, well, live tonight and tomorrow night. And I can't go tomorrow night anyway because I have my crochet class. But I will show you, I think I'm going to end up with a panel with it's a scripture letter writing. And I'm going to end up with a canvas and except for, I actually think I had the carbon paper. And that's another thing. As far as the rules I'm giving myself, the guidelines I'm giving myself for this, excuse me, Amy Tangerine, I like her too, that I'm giving myself for this 40-day Lent, giving up the shopping for craft supplies thing. It doesn't include, like, if I'm going to, it doesn't include classes, and it doesn't include postage for Happy Mail, and it doesn't include if I have to go to a class and they ask me if I sign up for a class and I don't, and I probably will, but if I don't have the supply and I have to bring it with me to the class, like, it doesn't include that. So I can purchase just the specific item I might need or something. Like I needed a canvas, although I had one, but if I didn't, I could go over and just grab one. That's what I said to myself. Okay, so this is again from that lady B. Valiant. And these are cute. Look at those. Oh, they're really cute. I'm going to have to do a D-stash on my washies and share some because I got a lot of nice new ones. Look at this. Oh, the birds. Yes, please. This is Pink Paisley, Joyful Notes. Look at that. I love those little birds. And then, all right, we're going to run out of space here. I knew I was going to do this because I got to get to the bottom of the box. So how do I do that if I'm loading all this stuff here? Hold the phone, people. We're just going to have to put things down here until the video is over. All right, we're going to put these on my head so we don't lose them. All right, let me just round up this stuff. All right, that's not helping. Okay, oops, sorry, people. All right, here we go. Good. Okay, sorry. All right, this one is a wide washi, and it's Amy Tangerine, man. Isn't that nice? It's all rainbowy. Love it. This one also has rainbows. This is from Whatevs. This goes with the Whatevs. Blah, okay, this is fine, nope, whatever. That's what it says, but then it's got all these actually really happy things. These are really cool flowers too. And then we got Pebbles. I also like Pebbles. Ooh, I have a fruit one. I love that. Look at that fruit one. That can go in the garden journal. And we got ice cream, and another little rainbow and some gold. I love that. Look at that gold. Dots, awesome. Now, when I tell you, I don't have a price tag on these, but when I tell you this was like normally, I don't know what it is, normally $7 or something, and it was like on sale for, you know, $2. You know what I mean? That's why I have so much stuff. This whole order was not much. I mean, you know, it depends on who you are. I guess who you ask, but all right, these are, ooh, look at, they got a bag. These are bagged up. Oh, the phone. Alrighty. These are watercolor inks. And I do have the Phil Martins. Is it Phil? I get confused between the Dr. Martin shoes and the Dr. Phil, or that was the guy. And I don't know what the hell. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I have those inks, whatever they're called. But these are Kelly Creates, and they just look gorgeous. I'm just telling you, it's all these colors here. Why am I showing you that? You can't see. So I went with those colors. I wanted to buy the whole, you know, but, you know, I wanted to do that, but then I also wanted to diversify at the same time. So they put these in, some of them are in some plastic bags, which is nice, so they don't leak. These are acrylic paints by the Vicky Bayton. Nice color palette. Very nice. I like these. Okay, just wanted to be a little gentle because those are glass. And then this looks like I did a famous ordered the same thing twice, which I do constantly. So I got more of these. I think maybe I did order two of these on purpose because it looks like you can make 2, 4, 6. You make maybe 8 of these out of this shaker things. So anyway, I really liked them. So, and a lot of times if I have more than one, I can give it to Happy Mail, donate. You know how it goes. Oh, nope. I also got these. I remember this. Forever Fields. Look at the pictures on here. These are cool. I love anything like that looks like a photo because I like taking pictures. Okay, so we got that. And then, I'm going to put these right where they belong. These are not going to pass go. These are really pretty. They're sparkle pink, and they go with the Maggie Holmes day-to-day planner. However, you can interchange them with the Happy Planner, which I have the punch. And actually, I was keeping them on like a ring like this. Maybe I'll add these to that ring. We'll have to see. I don't know if it's going to fit in here. So just let me see if I can close it. I can. Okay. And Karen, apparently I was really just in that moment of the shaker. So now I got another one of these. Well, Lord knows. I better get my ass shakering around. Oh my God. I'm my own worst enemy. I really am. All right, and then there's more paints from the Vicky Booten. The Booten Vicky. These are really pretty. Look at those. And these are metallics. And it says premium. They're premium. I hope you can see the colors. Now these, you can't miss these. Yes. Fantastic. Love. Not sure what I'll store them in, but believe me, I have plenty of storage. I've been collecting storage. Again, these are the day-to-day. This is for the smaller journal. Put them right in the drawer there. We got another washi, because I went totally washi nuts. This one has, of course, Stardust by Jen Hadfield. I do love her stuff. Oh, she's another one that likes the rainbows and the flowers. All right, and then, oh, this is my favorite one. What did they call this one? No, it's just Pebbles. Cool Girl. I guess they just called it Cool Girl. Yeah, dude, we're cool. You're cool. And then, of course, I got, let's see, where are these? I want to keep, this I needed. I wanted to have little numbers for my homemade planner, and I didn't have anything except tiny stickers and big. I only had big ones of these. So that's why I got this, actually, just for the numbers. And then I got this one because, roller skates and ice cream and rainbows. That's why. That would be the reason. All right. And then, okay, I will say this. I am so embarrassed about I really am about how many ephemera packs I have. And I don't mean the kind like for the vintage junk journal. I'm talking about the scrapbooking ephemera packs. It's embarrassing. Anyway, I did get this one though, because I really thought it was cute for traveling and summer, and I just could not pass it up. It's called Fun in the Sun, and it has all those cute things. Look at that watermelon, please. Sunglasses on the watermelon. So I did buy that, but I was so tempted to buy so many more. I don't know if I did buy others, but I was tempted. I can say that. Okay, and then these are watercolor lettering brushes. So they're from Kelly Creates also. And I did actually from Dana get a Kelly Creates lettering book. And I'm doing the lettering workshops over 2 nights. It was $10 for 2 nights. I thought that was pretty good. So I'm going to keep these separate from my other brushes so that I know what I'm doing, that I know that they mean something. And then these are really cool. This is from the Jen Hadfield Groovy Darling collection. And I don't have the whole collection, but I don't need the whole collection because I got this. I could use it over and over again. Again, with the cassette tape. We got a disco ball. We got the Mystery Machine looking van. We got the cowgirl boot. By the way, if you are a cowgirl boot kind of girl, I feel like I could be, but I haven't been, so it'll look weird if I do it, but I don't care. When I was shopping with my friend Jennifer the other day. We were at Target, and they had the cutest white cowgirl boots, I will say. Now, if I was a real cowgirl from down south and all of us northern Yankees started buying our boots at Target, I'd be a little annoyed. I want to just say that to all the real cowgirls out there. All right, and then this is a die set. It's cute as can be. It goes with the Forever Fields collection. What I loved about this sale was that I was able to pick and choose the pieces of each collection at such a reasonable price. Some of the, these were the collections from 2025. And instead of like when I have, gone to scrapbook.com and I've wanted to get, or even Peachy Cheap, that you get sort of parts of it, you know what I mean? But you don't get the whole thing. But I don't always want the whole thing, but I don't know how to explain it. I'm like a very eclectic art person and scrapbook person, so this just was a perfect thing for me. All right, so anyway, there's a banner and a flower This really cute bow. If you can see the bow. And this itself could turn into a shaker. I swear to God, once you get focused on something, like when you're jelly printing, it's like all you can see is stuff that you could jelly print with, right? All right, these are stickers. I didn't get too many stickers, but I don't think, but I sure did want to. But these are Brave and Bold by Amy Tangerine. And she's got black and whites. She's got bright colors as well. She's got words. She's got all the good stuff. And this, and then, see, this is me. I love bright colors, but then I also love pastel, a nice pastel. And these are puffy stickers. That's from the Gingham Gardens collection from Crepe Paper. And I just thought they were beautifully displayed as well. And, all right, these are not stickers, or this is, okay, I never even had or saw this till I got some from Dana Yates at one of her live sales. And so now I'm obsessed. I haven't used them yet because I'm hoarding them, but I'm obsessed with them. They're inflated ephemera. Okay, so it's all of these things, right? Those 6 things, but they're inflated. Like, how cool is that to make a little backpack keychain, you know, or stuff, put it on your journal. Love it. Love it. All right, and then these are all, wait, hold on. What's this one? Oh, speaking of backpack keychains, this is from Sweet Rush, and I do have a big portion of this collection. And I don't have everything, but I did buy 2 of the Sweet Rush 12 by 12 pack pads when they came out, and I think that this might have been 2023 actually, or 2024. But anyway, these go with that collection, and they have the butterfly and the camera, ice cream cone, and I don't know what's on that one right there, and the pineapple. So way cute. And then speaking of these are tags and tassels, and they say happy day, love, hello, and yay. And those are from Jen Hadfield. So they're very cute. I mean, they're perfect for the tassels. And then another thing I love to use in my journals are paper clips. So speaking of which, this morning I picked up my glasses, put them on, I'm walking down the room, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Because these are magnetic, I had a paper clip stuck to my glasses. I was cracking. I'm like, oh, Lordy. All right, so these are really cute, just really cute. You get the house and the flower. What's this one? Little letter. Come on now. And then these go with the Groovy. I was a little disappointed that the Groovy Darling didn't have the cowgirl boot on the, but I was not disappointed that 2 of them are shakers, and it's a heart, which is one of my favorite things, and that. And then these are really cute. This says, you are pure joy. Hello, here and now. It's a beautiful day. All my love and just for you. So, yeah, very cute. Very cute. All right, I'm just reaching in here, people. Oh, I don't have any of, I'm lying. I probably do. But I thought these would be great because I'm making some journals that are both with my regular hole punch and with the Happy Planner. And I think, not the Happy Planner, but for my regular journals. And these are puffy stickers for the Flower Child. Ooh, get that best friends thing. How many of you had one of these with your best friend? Come on now. And the boom box. Yes, please. I love it. These girls, the designers are the same age as us, right? They were born in the late 70s, early 80s. So they're just helping us relive our childhoods, right? All right, let's see. I got, definitely got another set. Yeah, a couple more sets. I think I bought 2 of each, but different colors. These are wooden to make the journal, and then these are plastic. Now, Dee Dee said the metal ones are better. I think she's probably right, but I'm not going to really be using a lot of these as like everyday journals so much, I don't think, with the plastic, so I should be fine. And I actually had a planner with I think they were plastic. Now, they could have been metal. That I used for a whole year. I loved that mini Happy Planner. Oh my gosh, I loved it. But now I know I can make my own, and it's something I really want to do. So, okay, I don't know why I have 3 of these. People, I think I was just on drugs when I ordered this. Holy crow. I have 3 of these. Why do I have 3 of these? Did they come? It might have come as a unit of 3. It must have. I mean, I don't know why I would think I need 3 acrylic white paints, but whatever. You can use it for anything. That's just weird that I would do that. Anyway, it's good paint. Her paint is good paint, so. All right, let's see. Now, the other thing, yeah, I think I only got this set. They did have other sets of this. I didn't get them, but this is alcohol inks. I have the Tim Holtz, or are they Tim Holtz? I don't know. You know the ones from Ranger. I have those. So, but they are really fun, and they included a silver and a gold And that gives you, for a marbled effect, apply a thin layer of epoxy to your cup, spin the cup, and add drops to the epoxy. As the cup spins, colors will begin to marble. Interesting. I'm not going to do that because I am not going to, I don't have epoxy and I'm not buying any. Plus, doesn't that stuff smell? I don't know. Maybe that's the other thing. All right, get this out of here. And this is a Coast to Coast, and it this is one that I really wanted because of that hot pink. Look at that hot pink. Yes, please. I'll take that any day of the week. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Okay, hold on. Reaching down. Oh, these are circle nested dies. I have a really cheap set of, not this big, of off-brand, no-name circle dies I got many years ago when I had my Cuttlebug. So I decided to upgrade because the price was right. And boy, I didn't know there were that many and that much size. I'm thrilled. I mean, I'm just thrilled. This is fantastic. You can use that for a lot of things, right? Uh-huh. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Okay. And I'm reaching. Oh, I was like, don't tell me it's more white paint. Oh, see, a stencil brush fell off. But see, that's great because I'm going to put this in my journal. I love using her stuff as tags, her packaging, Vicki Boutin's, because it always has something nice on it. We got yet another washi tape here with yet another rainbow on it. Oh, people, you can tell I like the same things over and over again. All right, I only got one of these. Now I'm seeing how cool it looks. I'm kind of regretting not getting more. Oh, all right. This is, I don't know if it's paint. I have to look it up. If anybody knows, it's called Creative FX. It's a glaze. It says blue glaze. Man, I'm going to be mad if this is really cool and I only got one. I don't know. Why am I smelling it? Anyway, it's a blue glaze. I'm not sure. I'm going to look it up. Somebody will have a YouTube video. They always do. They always do. And then I wanted to try this, of course, because it was on a major sale. But I'm sort of trying out all the different acrylic gels. Like I have some. If I have one from Jane Davenport. I've used Gold and Matte Medium. I've used Mod Podge. I've used the one. I think I have been using. I have the one from either Ranger or somebody like that. I just like to try them all out and see what I like. You know, I love the smell of Mod Podge because I'm a weirdo. It just brings me back into time, and you know, it's always a comforting smell because it always means I was doing something that felt comforting, you know, that I was crafting, you know. Uh-huh. All right. Almost. We're getting to the bottom now, guys. Oh, here we go. April and Ivy. These little guys. I think I have the tin for these, too. And then, oh, this was so random. Is Recollections owned by American Crafts? Because there was a random Recollections glitter. I mean, this was such a good price. And I thought, I love it because, you know, you put that, it's the size you can put through the die cutting machine, right? And it's glitter. So I was happy to get that. But it was like the only thing in the whole thing that was, that I saw that was Recollections. Oh my Lord, people, more washi tape. Okay, it is official. I'm going through my washi tape and I'm going to destash. I'm very hoardy about why are we all like that with the washi tape? I use the washi tape, so I can't say I'm not someone that doesn't use it. I do use it, but I've got enough for 10 lifetimes in there. You know, it's like, it's ridiculous. Oh, and this was great. This was in my Amazon cart for 3 times the price that it was on this sale. One of these little things you put your stuff in to weed out. And then here's that stencil brush that fell out. Okay, so there's that. That's nice looking, man. I bought those Simon Hurley blending brushes recently, but I bought the Recollections brand. I got to figure out how to use them because they look cool, but that's my problem. I buy stuff, I don't even know how to use it. Oh yes, please. I forgot about this. Hello Dreamer. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. And these are precious too. They are a little Shine Bright XO, a little more muted. I like to have a variety in my stash. And you know, that's it. All right, and then I did get 2 Vicki Boutin card kits off of Peachy Cheap, but I didn't get a Paige Evans. I'm thinking about going live one day and just doing the card kit. You know, that's not usually my style, but it might be fun. You know, it just might be fun. And they don't tell you what to do, I don't think, which is kind of cool, but they just give you this cool stuff and then you can make cards. I want to make cards for church because we send them to the people who live can't come out. You know, they're not unable to leave home, like my mom. And then I also want to make them for that thing on scrapbook.com, which I forgot the name of it. I forgot. I don't know. Oh, and then I did see, look, I'm so proud of myself. This is, I believe, I could be wrong. I'm not totally at the bottom yet, but I believe this is the only scrapbook pad that I bought, which is just unheard of. And then of course I was getting a little jealous because I was watching other videos where people, they were hauling theirs already. And I'm like, and they had such nice pads. And I'm like, dang it. But I did get 2 at Michael's recently. So anyway, this is so cool. I love this size, this 6x8, because what happens is I can use all the pieces in this. Oh, excuse me. For whatever, and then you can, but if you want to die cut, you can, oh, this is cool. I'm not usually an animal print person, but this is like a animal print with a blue foil. Whoa, yes, go Paige. Yes, Paige. But I just feel like most of the time I don't need all 12. I don't need all, like I'm not doing a layout in a 12 by 12 scrapbook. Even if I decide to do some scrapbooking, I don't think I'm going to use 12 by 12 books. You'll see what I mean. Look at that one. Yes, police. Yes, and that's inspiring. So I also find these to be inspiring. So apparently she went with the blue foil. Yeah, baby. Oh, and the butterflies. Always with the butterflies, right? Oh, and the postage stamps too. What's funny is, like, if you 10 years down the road, maybe postage stamps won't be in, but a lot of us will still have our paper. Oh, the birds. I love this one with the birds. That is so pretty. Like, I'm sorry. I would do wallpaper in my house with some of these. They're so pretty. Really and truly. Absolutely. I mean, look at this. And again, that has that little blue. I don't know if you can see the gold, the blue foil is on those little blue things. Oh, eat my heart out. Pun intended. Yes. Oh, okay. I think that's where we started. Yeah. Nope, not. We started on the other one. Yeah. Really good choice. Okay. All right. And then, oh, these were super cheap. It's 3 little mini notebooks. So, and these are really good actually for my Bible journaling study time, my Bible study time more than journaling. All right. And then, hello, what is this? Oh, I told Romeo about this when he wants to play with it. This was such an unbelievable price. I think it was $11 and it's like a $35 item. Anyway, it's a airbrush marker thing, and I think you can, it's rechargeable, easy to use, cordless, and I believe I can use, it says marker refills are sold separately, but I think there's a workaround and you can use your other markers with it if they fit. So that one I'm going to show Romeo. We're going to charge that up. Yep, we're going to do it. All right, and oh, okay, so these are from Project Life, and they are, there's 12 of them, and this is the setup of them. And again, I may, my intention was probably shaker cards with these, but I may use them as photo pockets in the journals that I'm making, or books I'm making, what I'll call them books, I don't know. We'll see, we shall see, we shall see. Oh, I got the blue set from Dana, so I had to get the pink set. Got to keep it even, Steven. All right. And then, okay, I lied. I'm a big fat liar. I absolutely did get some other, but this is not, okay, hold on. This is not called scrapbook paper. It's called a project pad. So it says it includes stickers, specialty foil patterned. Hold on. Let me just get through here. Specialty foil pattern sheet, pattern and solid designs. So anyway, and it's not as many pages as a regular scrapbook. So they put this is Vicki Booten. She puts the stickers in the front. I love this. And then, I'm sorry, look at this. Look at that for a graduation card. How about that? I'm really starting to envision cards. Okay, wait, you do get 2 of everything. Yes, we do. Oh my God, I can just see this as my next journal. Yes. Oh, how? There's only 1 of those. I don't know why there was 2 of that first one. Maybe there's 2 of the gold foiled ones. That pink one's nice. This is beautiful. Dude, I might just print something out on my Cricut, put it on there and hang it up there. You may see that in a video. You may. We'll see. Oh, this is really cute. What's on this? Oh, it's days of the week on there, like Friday, Sunday. See? Oh, I'm sorry I'm putting my big mug so close to you. But look how inspiring this is. It's just like, oh, why don't I think to do an ombre page? You know what I mean? Or if you're going to make a deck of prompt cards, maybe, you know, striped green page. Like you could just go through some of your pads and get really polka dot rainbow. You could just get really good ideas, right? And then there's some really nice cut aparts. This one's for you guys. Any day spent with you, and I'm talking about all you, is my favorite day. And 100% true, people. It's 100% true. I love my son, but right now, he's not that much fun to be around. Oh, it's all right. Here we go. And I will say, praise Jesus, my daughter today, just talking about my kids a minute, is, oh, these are beautiful pages. My daughter today is shadowing at a new position in a new place, a new unit, not the emotion, not the ER, the emotional R kind of is, not the emergency room. If you don't know, my daughter is a nurse in Philadelphia and she works in the emergency room, and it has become so stressful for her because of the kind of person she is. And I just think people who are really super hardworking, no matter where you work, if you're one of those people, I was one of those people where you work and you go above and beyond. You don't look at the time clock. You don't do it just because you're getting paid. You often volunteer time, you know, because it's the right thing to do for someone else, another human, and all that. Not patting ourselves on the back. It's just the way we were raised and blah, blah, blah. And it's mostly everybody I've met on YouTube is like that. But especially in the younger generations, it's super rare. Like in my generation, it wasn't as rare. And my parents' generation, it wasn't rare at all. Everybody had that work ethic. Anyhow, they just load the work on you because you're the one they know will get the job done. And I had some teachers I worked with like 25 years ago say to me, they used to call me Sully, and they say they were phys ed teachers and we ate lunch together. They were great guys. I enjoyed them. They were, you know, I taught special ed and we were at a high school, and it was right before I went to the high school where I met Romeo, and they say to me, I'd be there late at night, you know, doing all this work, and they'd be leaving after practice because of course they would teach all day and then they would coach, and they would walk by my room and they would say, hey, Sully, the more you do, the more you do. And we would laugh, but later on I realized, oh my God, they were so right, you know? And I hate it because it makes people think they don't want to do things, you know, the rest of them are solids. Anyway, so she is, she interviewed twice. Once was with the one person, the second time was with three supervisors, and now they've asked her to shadow. So I pretty much personally, unless, and my daughter's really a good person, unless she freaks out today or something, starts screaming at the patients, I think she might have this job. Now, it is a pay cut. However, she can do per diem at the ER, and I think with the idea that she's not there all the time, picking up a shift here or there to balance out that pay thing, I think she'll be fine. And she can also stop traveling the whole world and spend so much damn money, okay? Once you stay stateside, girlfriend. She likes to travel, my baby. But she's unattached. She doesn't have kids. She doesn't have a significant other. So, all right. And this is unbelievable, if you ask me. Again, it's from the Vicki Boutin collection, but look at this one, people. It is a acetate with yellow, beautiful flowers, and there's that gold in there. Those shine. Unbelievable. And this one is from Gingham Gardens, and it's a foil on vellum. Look at that. Foil on vellum. So you know you won't see these in any of my projects. These will be hoarded. If you want to see them in a project, you'll have to come back in about 5 years. You know what's funny, people? Even when you're not here, you're here. You know, it's such a great thing. I do love it. Oh, I did buy a couple more stickers, just a couple. And for me, this is nothing. I bought 3 packs of 3 or 4. These are so cute. They're it says thickers, but they're not really thickers. They're pretty thin, and they're prismatic. It says, which I don't really think they're like. I don't see any prismatic effect. But what they are is rainbows. Okay, they're rainbows. So yeah. And these are thickers, like straight up thicker style thickers. And you know how I feel about the word thicker. Like, who punched the person in the head who came up with that dumbass name? Sorry, Lord Jesus. And then I don't have a lot of stuff for like 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day stuff. So I did get these nice stickers for that. My son's a pretty patriotic boy, so even when if I'm going to make a journal for him at any point, I know I saved up some of the stamps I got on that big stamp lot. I did have this one in there. So like I said, I'm saving over here the things that I'm going to use, you know, next, like coming up soon. And I'm thinking about I have this big tub that I got from that stamp haul because she had them in 2 huge tubs. It's one of those really big tubs, like you could fit a human body in it. I watch too much true crime. Yes, I know. But I'm thinking about putting all my holiday stuff in there that is not Christmas, like every other holiday, because I think that I can pretty much fit every other holiday in one. So not fall. Fall I already have in another area, but I'm talking about anything. Okay, I'm saying after Christmas. So it would basically be anything that would be winter, Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, and patriotic, and summer. Those would be the themes, right? Okay. All right, what do we got here? Oh, I'm very interested in this. This is, I really need to organize my stickers. It's out of control. They're all over the place. I have bought a bunch of different things that I anticipated to use to organize my stickers, but this looks so cool. It's called the We Are Memory Keepers Sticky Folio. It was so, and then it says, oh wait, hold on. This isn't for storage. Hold on. The easiest way to turn anything into a sticker. Oh, people, I got another way to do stickers. I got the Xyron, I got the Cricut, and now I have this. Oh, all right. And this I got 2 of these, and I think I might have bought a double. I'm not sure. I don't think I did. Okay. I think the one I got, so I got a Kelly Creates, okay, rewind. We all know, okay, sorry. Let me get a little, like, together here. My brain's going a million miles a minute because I'm so excited about all this stuff. I think it's all wonderful stuff. But my brain's saying, oh, Lordy, you have to find a place for all this stuff. Romeo keeps going in the craft room and looking, and I keep saying, well, we're having a retreat. The people are going to come here. They're going to want to see my craft room. I hope it's in there. So, what I'm saying about this is the personal curriculum that people started doing last fall, that being the trendsetter I am, I found out about it in December 2025. I put some things on my list of personal curriculum. One of them is my Bible studying, which I've been doing. One of them is use the Cricut, which I haven't been doing. I will, though. I'm setting everything up with that. I put a bunch of things down, but I had like a main, like 5 things, right? And one of them is hand lettering. So, crochet is another one, right? So I'm doing the crochet. So it's like I'm kind of decided I don't have to like do all of them at one time. So I started with doing the Bible study. Then I branched out into taking the crochet class. And now I'm taking the hand lettering. And then the Cricut will be, you know, maybe in April or something. End of maybe March, April, whatever. So, hold on. I got to keep the water flowing. Anyway, Dana and I have a lot of same taste. I am not able to paint like her, though. I don't know if you've seen her paintings, but holy crow, people. That woman could paint. Like she can actually paint stuff. So I bought off of Dana one of these Kelly Creates, but it's a different one. And I didn't realize, so they have large brush tip pens. Okay, so this one's for that. And then this one, and I think this is the one I bought from Dana, but I bought the large brush version, and this is for the small brush tip pens. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to be putting those over here because I'm going to be using those soon. I want to go through those. Now, last but not least, I decided, because the prices were too good and they were also too amazing, to buy some scrapbooks. Some albums, essentially, more than anything. And I did get one big one. It's one of the storyline ones. I've never done Heidi Swap's storyline stuff. I've never done any of that. The scrapbooking I did was my mom's partner's daughter, if that makes any sense. She was selling Creative Memories back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and that's how I got introduced to it. So that's all the stuff that I had was all Creative Memory stuff. I have their book, you know, their albums, all that stuff. So I never got into this, but I'm excited. Once again, I love a trend that's 20 years old that is new to me. So I'm gonna check it out because it says storyline makes it easy to record your memories and tell your story. Each album includes 28 pages with spaces for dates and a storage envelope for your photos and keepsakes. I mean, it seems like it'd be really, really cool. So I was thinking about just doing, I don't know what I'm going to do in here, but I was thinking about doing something where it's like something my kids could, because I don't like, see, the thing about our kids these days is their pictures are all online. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, bottom line, it had this big rainbow, so I had to have it. Let's get real. All right, and then, but I'm not going to start with that one. That feels a little big. This one is one album, 12-page protectors, and 8 double-sided pages. Oh, wow, this looks cool. I may have to start with this one. Oof, look at this. And that's the Heidi Swapp, or not Heidi Swapp, Vicki Boutin one. And then I got another one that was from We Are Memory Keepers. And this one is just little 4x4 picture album. And I made, you know, this one you could just put the pictures in, you know. No, it's not a scrapbook. It's just a photo album. And I thought that was nice, you know, have that. So there's that. And then this one is a Project Life, which again, I have not done. But look how pretty with that foil there. I have not participated in this, but it's a 4x4, which sounds nice. 4x4. Seems similar to the other one. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll scrapbook a little bit. Maybe I won't, but I will have albums to put pictures in. And people, that is the end of that amazing and beautiful haul. I will tell you this. I'm not missing that sale next year either. I don't care what I buy or don't buy in the next year. This sale is an incredible sale opportunity. The shipping was included, and it was under $200 for all that stuff. You can't beat it. You just can't beat it. And I don't think I have anything else to tell you guys. And I've not kept you a whole hour. I hope if you're with me an hour that it's okay for you. I did make my first wreath with ribbon. My first ribbon wreath. It's from Valentine's Day. I didn't decorate it. It just has the ribbons. I'm not sure how I want to decorate it because it's different than the rag wreath. The rag wreath is like, it's like, you know, it's like you can glue stuff on. You know, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. So we'll see. Anyway, I am so glad that you came and spent some time with me today. It is really rough out there, people. It is rough out there. And I don't know if it's because we're adults now. And when we were kids, at least like my family, they sheltered me so much from all that noise in the world. But it hits harder, I think, in some ways when you've been sheltered like I was most of my life. You know, it's like all of a sudden I woke up, I was 40, and I'm like, oh my God, this world is evil. That's pretty scary too. Like if you're sort of taught along the way, it doesn't hit you like that. Anyway, that's it. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Hopefully I will do a live, and if not, I'll see you on someone else's live, and I won't be hauling craft goodies, but you can bet your ass I'll be hauling stuff from Home Goods and other things for my house. Okay, so keep yourself tuned in. Love you guys. Bye-bye.